Most disabled people live on the bottom rung of the economic ladder. Sometimes it feels pretty low on the societal ladder. I don't even want to tell some people that I'm disabled. We get the bare minimum, maybe around $1,000 a month from Social Security. That's not even enough to rent a studio apartment. So we need Section 8. So we pay 1/3 of our income to the landlord while Section 8 catches the rest. This leaves us with enough money for utilities and necessities. Sometimes we're lucky enough to afford our groceries with food stamps, but don't get too extravagant. Buy a steak. Someone behind you will get their feelings hurt so bad that they express themselves on the internet until the sentiment goes viral and you become the EBT steak meme. Don't get tzatziki either, because that would turn into a meme. Tzatziki sales would skyrocket and you will no longer enjoy the esoteric novelty of tzatziki. And no one will believe you when you said you ate tzatziki before it was cool. Just make your own tzatziki if you can find the time. But you're schizophrenic, so time is neither cyclical, linear, nor spiral. No, time is more like the cube from that sci-fi movie where a team of prisoners have to escape said cube, but the rooms, cubes themselves, all move around. Some of them are filled with deadly traps. You have to do complex math problems to know which room will kill you. Never mind which rooms you must strategically navigate to the end as they shift around this massive cube structure. So you set alarms. Good luck setting up enough. You make lists of objectives, and if you're really sharp, you block schedule all of these objectives into your day. If not, you end up spending hours on the task due to random visions and missing time. Did the aliens abduct you? Perish the thought, they can't help you. Your world is about to upend again because Section 8 is on the chopping block. This is when you realize that the training video you watched at work was informed directly from a Ben Shapiro movie. You're a DEI hire and at the mercy of your overlords who model the procedure for surviving an armed lunatic's mass shooting after a movie made by a far-right pundit who thinks Palestinian people are subhuman beasts. Maybe they have sympathy for your disability, but the media has been giving the impression that homeless people with schizophrenia are also subhuman beasts. You still have a home though. Your mind is a lot healthier with a home and a job. Let's not forget the most important component of your life. You're a full-time single parent. You're doing your best, and he's happy and healthy. He's also in special education, which might experience some cuts. The people who voted in the guy who did this seem to have zero sympathy for you because of taxes or something. You have friends though, and a family. Some disabled people don't have that. Despite your observation of the silver linings, the music in your head is echoing, and Lil Peep is haunting you. That's when you hear your child's bus arrive. So you drop everything and collect it. You check his backpack for notes from the teacher. Maybe you brush his hair, make him some food because he's going through another growth spurt. At least his health insurance is still covering him, but yours got turned off when you forgot to send some documents to DHHS. This is when you remember who's about to be the head of that. A guy who said your mental illness could be treated by working in a labor camp. The same guy who used to hang out in animal carcasses, had a heroin habit, and drafted a policy that got 83 Pacific Islanders killed. What the hell is going to happen to your kid's health insurance? Hopefully nothing. Being schizophrenic and prone to paranoia, you start to see a pattern. The oligarchs are trying to kill you. You're not just schizophrenic, you're schizoaffective. So the understanding of this economic genocide gives you a fight or flight response. You know the feeling of panic is not productive, so you call your partner. She listens patiently as you hemorrhage all your concerns into the phone. She calms you down. You have a cute conversation, then you hang up. That's when you remember that it's the first day of the month, so you check your bank account to see if your Social Security dropped at 1:30 a.m. like it always does. No. Section 8 didn't pay their portion of the rent either. You figure it has something to do with the freeze, or maybe it already found a way into some millionaire's pocket. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. How am I going to take care of my boy? That fucking matters. What the fuck? It's snowing outside and the heat bill is astronomical. What the fuck am I going to do? This is when you realize that the first is tomorrow. Still, doesn't it usually drop early if the first falls on a weekend? Anxiety vibrates in your guts, and you know you won't find out until 1:30 a.m. tomorrow. Luckily, you are distracted when your child asks for more food. You try not to think about the people who think you shouldn't have a child because you're schizoaffective. Real threats are everywhere. You hear the door crash in as you cook, but you know it's not real. But you can't say it will never happen.